You want to know the latest on the Mavic Mini and DJI's Fly As You Are event? There's some good news and there's some news. Stick around. What's going on, guys? My name is Felix, and today you will find out the latest specs and leaked images on the Mavic Mini. Okay, so when you look at this picture, can we finally please stop saying that this Mavic Mini is a fake drone and it's not coming, or it's hashtag fake news? I will dive into the wealth of hints and specs we can gather from just this image here in a moment. I will also cover release date, specs, including the camera, it's not what you think, gimbal, flight time, price, and even accessories that will be available for the Mavic Mini. Finally, I will show you why I think these specs are the final specs and where I found them. The Mavic Mini drone will be announced on October 30th at DJI's Fly As You Are event. Not a big surprise if you check out the teaser. Now, there are two important links I want to share with you today. The first will take you to the official DJI teaser page. Go ahead and check it out and tell me if you can find out anything new that I might have missed. And the second is a link to the blog article which I update with the latest information and leaked images and specs as they come available. Feel free to check those out after watching the video. Great news! The Mavic Mini weighs less than 250 grams. What? What? How? This thing weighs over 300. These images here leaked and I thought, man, that dude's hands are pretty big like mine. He's probably at least 6 feet tall. That means that this drone is a lot larger than one might think. That actually made me really nervous regarding the weight of this thing. The propellers are of type 4726F. Now, that's not very important, but what is important that they screw directly into the motor. As you can see here, there's a little line on the motor arm and the same kind of line on the propeller that tell you that they're a match and that they're also made for the counterclockwise motors. With the supposed front-facing obstacle avoidance, downward-facing visual sensors, and this large size, I just didn't know how DJI was going to pull off the sub 250 gram weight. Well, there is no front obstacle avoidance. What? That's right, no front-facing obstacle avoidance. There are only stereoscopic sensors to the bottom of the Mavic Mini, which you can see here, and those are used for the precision landing. The front ones are actually fake. They're filled with this kind of honeycomb material that if we zoom in onto these high-res images that I found, you can verify that. Also, these side slits here, which make you think, oh man, this thing might even have sideways obstacle avoidance, that is also filled with this honeycomb material. Those are either just plastic to block the area, or they're mesh to allow air to flow through for cooling. You have to have two sensors to be able to judge distance. That's why all DJI drones that have obstacle avoidance have had two sensors on the front. This applies to the Spark, Mavic Air, and of course the Mavic 2 series. The Mavic Mini, in my opinion, does not have these sensors, so we will not see obstacle avoidance. Now look, did we expect to get all the features of the Mavic 2 Pro in a sub 250 gram package at less than a third of the price of the Mavic 2 Pro? Something's got to give. Some features just can't be in there. DJI had to compromise. The 250 gram weight class is extremely aggressive. If you compare the Mavic 2 Pro, the battery weighs 294 grams and the all-up weight of the Mavic 2 Pro is 900 grams. That's a ratio of 3:1 when comparing the all-up weight to the battery. The original Mavic Pro has an all-up weight of 733 grams and the battery weighs 231 grams. Also a ratio of roughly 3:1. This Mavic Mini, however, if using this 3:1 ratio that I just calculated, based on my expected and guesstimated battery pack weight of 100 grams, if you look at this here, it's going to use 16850 cells, 2 of those weigh 90 grams. There's got to be some plastic enclosure and plug, so that's why I came up with a weight of 100 grams for the battery pack. Now, if we use the 3:1 formula, that would put the Mavic Mini at 300 grams. That is 20% too heavy to reach the 250 gram level. Hence, some things just couldn't make it. Now, I'd like to note that I never said that this Mavic Mini, yes, will have a 4K camera. Essentially, every single drone rumor site got this wrong. Hence why I thought 2.7K would be doable. And now it's confirmed, the Mavic Mini will come with 2.7K video mode. The Mavic Mini will do 12 megapixel photos, but I would not expect to see raw capabilities. 3-axis gimbal. This one I was also very worried about. Of course, the Spark, which the Mavic Mini replaces, only has a 2-axis gimbal. So I was kind of worried that we would not see a 3-axis gimbal. If you take a look at my DJI drone gimbal comparison, the initial leaks made it look like the Mavic Mini will receive the Osmo Pocket's camera and gimbal. Then these high-resolution images leaked, and then the gimbal looked like it was a reversed Spark gimbal. Were we only going to get 2-axis stabilization? No, the Mavic Mini will feature 3-axis mechanical stabilization. There's a new simplified recording and editing mode. Now this kind of makes me nervous. I hope we get an advanced mode where you can set ISO, shutter speed, and frame rate manually. Flight time, up to 30 minutes. Yep, that's right. With the low weight of the Mavic Mini, DJI can squeeze up to 30 minutes out of the 2-cell or 2S battery pack. As a reminder, the Mavic 2 is rated at 31 minutes when flying perfectly straight at 25 kilometers an hour in a zero wind environment and depleting the battery to dangerous levels. Yeah. Now for normal people like you and me, I expect to get 23 to 25 minutes of flight time out of this. Another big point was the remote control and the transmission system used. All right, so A, yes, there is a remote control. B, the transmission system. The specs claim up to 4 kilometers in FCC mode. Now, that's great because that's twice as strong or powerful of a signal as the Spark, which is only rated at 2 kilometers. However, the Mavic Air is also rated at 4 kilometers. One question that remains, to me at least, is it the exact same transmission system as on the Mavic Air? I wasn't a big fan of it. If it's an enhanced version of that, that's fine. Now the price. At the time of this recording, it has not been leaked, but I'm still hoping for a price between $399 and $449 US dollars. Now the rest of the feature list, I already mentioned the simplified recording and editing mode. The leaked features also mention a DJI Fly app where you can discover other scenic flying locations. There's also an integration to DJI's SkyPixel platform where you can share your pictures and videos with others on social media. I don't expect this DJI Fly app to be a new app just for the Mavic Mini to fly. I still expect to be able to fly the drone with the normal DJI Go 4 app. You can also take the instantly generated video, which this app will make for you, and share it with your friends and family or social media. There's a new CineSmooth mode, which to me is just a new name for the cinematic mode that I've gotten used to in my Mavic 2, where it slows down the inputs from your control sticks and also the speed of the drone to make your footage look more cinematic. Now to the accessories of the Mavic Mini. A couple of them got leaked with this document. First up is a two-way charging hub. This will let you, of course, charge 3 batteries in sequence, one after another. It'll also let you store and transport your batteries, it says, and it'll also act as a power bank. So I assume you can have all 3 batteries on this hub, and then you can plug in devices via USB, and then all the batteries will get used to power whatever you plug in. So that's pretty handy. And I expect this to come with whatever Fly More package that they sell with the Mavic Mini. There's a do-it-yourself creative kit, which will come with stickers and markers to make the drone yours. Okay. There's a charging base, which will allow you to show off your Mavic Mini while it's charging. I'm not making this up, this is in the list. There's a DJI Mini Bag, which will allow you to store the Mavic Mini and the two-way charging hub. I assume it's similar to the Spark and Mavic Air's bag that we've seen so far. Now there's a snap adapter. This allows you to mount further accessories on the drone. Now, I cannot imagine what we could possibly mount on a lightweight sub 250 gram drone and still have it fly. I guess we'll have to wait and find out. There's also something called a propeller holder, which will come out. It'll hold your propellers in place on the drone, and that kind of keeps it, safe while transporting. It also says you can mount the Mavic Mini on a backpack or belt with this thing. Based on these accessories, you can tell that this Mavic Mini is marketed towards the younger generations, and that's fine. And yes, people in Canada will be cheering. This Mavic Mini being under 250 grams will allow them to fly it in Canada. As a reminder, if you fly a drone over 250 grams in Canada, you essentially have to pass the written portion of a private pilot's exam to be able to do so. It just seems crazy. But hey, this drone, under 250 grams, you're good to go. You can definitely see that this Mavic Mini is a DJI Spark replacement. With the flight time, it's kind of hard to justify the Mavic Air, but the Mavic Air does have 100 megabit per second video, and it does shoot 4K. So if that's important to you, then you just have to figure out which is more important. With that flight time though, this Mavic Mini is going to be hard to beat. Now, why am I so confident that what I've told you today is true? Well, these things got leaked by Best Buy. That's right, they have an influencer program, and there's a project there for getting news and word out of the Mavic Mini. I think that is going to be spot on. All right, let's check out some of the comments from the previous video. It was, of course, the Mavic Mini, how it got confirmed by the FCC leak. Vidar Sandnes says, if under 250 grams, I will buy it the minute it is possible. If not, I will have no use for it. Well, Vidar, good news. 249 grams. 32 likes that one got, so I can tell sub 250 grams was important. Shift Up Adventure says, if it's not Wi-Fi transmission, I'll buy it. If it is Wi-Fi like Air and Spark, wouldn't buy it even if it has 8K camera. 17 people agreed with him. Yeah, doesn't shoot 8K, so don't worry about that. And the Wi-Fi, we're gonna have to find out if it's enhanced Wi-Fi or if it's the exact same. I have a feeling it's gonna be similar to the DJI FPV system based on the specs and things I've read. Skip McCraw says, all I want is a Spark that folds. This seems to be it. I'm in. Awesome. Roger St. Martin says, question. I currently have a Spark and a Platinum. I assume he means the Mavic Pro Platinum. Do you think I should order the Mavic Mini? Thanks for the video. I subscribed. And because I like the no-nonsense approach. And the fact that you have no loud music. Keep up the good work. Hey, thanks, Roger. Appreciate that. And what I have to say to Roger is the Mavic Mini will replace your Spark. That's for sure. Now, the Mavic Pro, on the other hand, has light bridge technology for transmission. So you're going to get more distance and less interference with that. So it's just a matter of, do you want a new lightweight drone? Or do you travel a lot? In that case, the Mavic Mini makes a lot of sense. Mike Kinney says, good video. They're saying 3.1 mile range. With that kind of range, it has to have OcuSync, I believe. They're also saying 4K 30 FPS. I have the Mavic 2 and the Spark, but I'll definitely get it. Mike and NC. So yeah, the 3.1 mile range and OcuSync, I don't think that's happening. And the 4K 30 is also not happening. So unfortunately, whoever said that just was wrong. Joseph Season says, Mavic Mini and Osmo Pocket. Let's go travel. And you're right. Those two will be a good combination. Wintermute says, under 250 grams or no sale. I just bought the Spark yesterday and I love it. I will definitely buy the Mavic Mini if it's under 250 grams, as long as it has a gimbal stabilized camera. So Wintermute, I think this checks all your boxes. See if you can get rid of the Spark quickly. All right, that's enough Mavic Mini for today. If that was helpful to you or you enjoyed that, give this video a like, and also for more, of course, subscribe. In the meantime, check out some of this other great content on the channel. Thanks.